On March 2nd, 2011, this is polling you number 47. Welcome, Bridge friends. It's Michael here at Bridge Hands. More on slam bidding. We are up to day 7, and we're going to talk some more about Gerber. This is going to be part 2. So far, we've learned what to do. Now we have to learn what not to do on Gerber. So we're going to talk about some tricks and traps. Here we go. First off, you'll remember that in slam bidding, that when we have nice shape in the majors and strength and controls, well, we like to bid Blackwood for no trump. And similarly, when we have an extreme shape, we don't have as much strength, but we have shape and controls, we use Blackwood. But when we do not have a shapely hand, we have a balanced hand, that's when we bid no trump. We use our Gerber 4 club convention. It might be when we have a long-running minor and some shape and have plenty of controls, but typically these are the more balanced hands. So let's explore that some more. For no trump considerations, one of the items then is to have a self-sustaining suit when we want to get extra points versus having misfits. So self-sustaining suits are our friends. We'll speak about that. Second, we're going to speak about hand evaluation, about trick-taking power, items that help to get us extra tricks. Next, conventional agreements. Yes, there are some Gerber conventions that require a little bit different way of looking at it, little different twists. You and your partner should have some agreements on these. They will come up someday. Hopefully you'll have discussed them before. And lastly, the play of the hand. How do we do our analysis of the hand? What do we do to make sure we get all of our tricks, especially when we're making slam? And in no-trump contracts, well, it's not the easiest, but it pays off handsome rewards when we make them. So first off, how about the fits, misfits, and the conundrums? Well, as you know, we like to have a major fit. That's always great. We can play in a major suit slam. Very nice. Sometimes it feels a little bit easier to do that way. We can use our finesses. We can use our promotion. And we can do roughing. Well, of course not so when we're in a no-trump contract. So when we're in a no-trump contract, well, we like those contracts. We can get more points that way, a little bit more points for 40 points for the first trick. For you match point players, sometimes that's a nice factor. And if we can't find a fit in the major or no trump, yes, we go for the minor suit slams. And we still get our big bonus points there. Don't get as many points per tricks, but hey, slam bonuses are wonderful things. Lastly, yes, sometimes we have these misfit hands. We bid a suit, our partner bids another suit. Sometimes it sounds like a couple has been together too long. No, hopefully not. So at any rate, we like to have where we have major suit fits. We play in no trump, we in the minors, but we have to be careful for these misfits. Those can take away points. We'll be talking more about our hand evaluation. So a long-running minor, okay, fine. We can get extra points there. We can set it up, promoting a fit. That's great. Next, if we have a good fit, well, if we have a 5-3 fit, maybe a 5-4 fit in the minor, yes, that 5-card suit may set it very nicely. How about a balanced hand? Well, the 4-3-3 is not such a great shape, but a 4-4-3-2 or a 5-3-3-2, they are balanced hands, and oftentimes we can get extra tricks by those longer suits. And then, yes, there are the misfits, and we're going to speak more about those. So let's take a look at self-sustaining suits. First off, the one at the bottom here, when we've got a poor 7-card suit, questionable second honor here. If we don't have a good fit with partner, this is certainly not going to be what we call a self-sustaining suit. 7 cards are not in the suit. It's going to take a while to set this up, especially if partner has a singleton. Next, where we have a good 6 card, this is fine. Ace Jack 10 or maybe it's Ace Queen 10 would work the same. We have a chance for a repeated finesse if our partner has 2 in the suit. That's going to be nice. If our partner has 1 in the suit, well, it's a little bit more work with Ace Jack 10. Ace Queen 10 would be a little better anyway. How about a strong 6? That would be good. Look at 100 honors here. Ace King Jack 10. We can play a finesse to the 10 or Jack, and if the Queen is on side, good chance we can get 6 tricks. Next, how about a real good hand, a really nice one? Here's an excellent hand. Ace, King, Queen, 7 times. Even Ace, King, Queen 6 times would be good if our partner had a double 10. When we have a 7-card suit with the top 3, all the better. So consider when you're bidding strongly and you're not having a fit with partner, how strong is your suit? Is it self-sustaining? Self-sustaining ought to be defined as where we'll only lose one trick if our partner has a singleton. Sometimes some of us out there, we like to stretch a little bit, and that's where we can get in trouble going up to slam. Next, how about hand evaluation? Well, it's all about taking tricks, isn't it? And some of the items we want to think about is our distribution. How long is our long suit? Is it 7, 6, 5, or 4? The longer the suit is, especially when we have those topper honors, as we saw on self-sustaining suits, good things happen. Next, how about finesses? Well, we have tennises in our hand. We can try a finesse, or with something like ace, queen, 10, we can try multiple finesses. Ace, queen, jack, even a little bit better, isn't it? So that's another thing that we should consider in no-trump auctions for taking tricks. How about when you've got that unguarded king? You know, that's a king and maybe one other or two others. Well, we don't want the lead coming through us, so we have to watch out for the dangerous opponent. We want to be careful. If we have this in our hand and our partner has no help in the dummy, we don't want our right-hand opponent to be leading through us if they win a trick. All of a sudden, we lose one and another goes away. Well, there goes our slam, doesn't it? This means sometimes the way we have to play the hand, we don't go for the natural finesse because we want to keep this person to the left of us on the lead so they can't have them come through us with their king. Another thing to think about when evaluating the hand. So now let's take a look at some conventional agreements. First off, in a no-trump auction, where it starts one no-trump by partner, we bid 2 clubs, partner bids 2 hearts, we bid for no-trump. Does that seem like Blackwood to you? Well, modern agreement, it's 1 no-trump, 2 clubs, 2 hearts, 4 clubs to bid Gerber to do ace-ask. And the 4 no-trump, by modern methods, is considered a quantitative slam try, where if partner has the maximum, 17 points, a very good 16, go to slam. If partner has 15 or a bad 16, and you know the bad 16s, those are the ones with the quackers and the non-working honors, right? Queens, jacks, or honors spread all from here to kingdom come in different suits. Those would not be good hands to go on. If you have a suit like we saw before, ace, king 5 times, well, that's a great suit. Things to consider. But the modern methods are where it goes 1 no-trump, 2 clubs, 2 hearts, and then when there is a fit, we use 4 clubs, the Gerber, to say, show me your aces. Well, then how does that work in the face of Jacoby? The Jacoby transfer, for those of you who play it, that's where it starts 1 no-trump, 2 diamonds, a transfer to hearts, 2 hearts accepting, 4 no-trump. Well, is this Blackwood? Most people would say this is Blackwood. Some of you may play the Texas transfer and have a little different treatment if you're really advanced, but for the average player, this would be considered the ace-ask, the 4 no-trump. See how it's different than up here above? That can create some confusion when one of them is played with a ace-asking on 4 clubs. This is when it started with a no-trump and went to a stamen bid versus when it started with a no-trump and went to a transfer bid. So be sure you have agreements with your serious partners. Next, how about some of the minor suit jumps? Let's say it goes 1 club and then 4 clubs. Is that an invitational to 5 clubs? Why did we bypass 3 no-trump if this person had that nice a hand? Well, there is a variation of Blackwood called minor wood. And a lot of people would use this to say, I'm interested in slam. Tell me about your aces. It's a Gerber-like kind of convention, isn't it? And they would use something past 3 no-trump to say, tell me about your aces, rather than to start with 4 no-trump. Because if partner has 2 aces, they're going to blow right by the next bid, aren't they? If 4 no-trump is where it starts, and they have to show the second step, well, it's pretty hard to sign off on 5 clubs now. Too high. Let's look at another. How about when it starts 3 no-trump, and then it goes 4 clubs? Is that a stamen bid, or is that a Gerber bid? I'm suggesting that stamen is a better treatment, and if you need to ask for aces, then you're saying that, yes, we have as a partnership 29 points to 31 points, and we can certainly make a 5-level auction. So if you can do that, you can start with 3 no-trump and then bid 5 clubs, what they call super Gerber, to ask. So 3 no-trump, 4 clubs, stamen, 3 no-trump, 5 clubs, Gerber. And if your partner doesn't have enough aces, which is kind of surprising in 3 no-trump, you can then go ahead when they respond bid 5 spades, which says sign off, let's stop at 5 no trump. Things to consider. Another would be 1 spade, 2 diamonds by us, showing 10 points or more, 3 clubs. Some people play this as a high reverse, showing some extras, 16, 17. Others is just shape showing, which is a preferred way these days, showing a kind of a black hand with spades and clubs. Next, 3 hearts, bidding no suit. Apparently not so sure they want to go in 3 no trump. It appears at this point the opener says, sure, I'll go in 3 no trump. And now the responder goes 4 clubs. Well, what is this? Is this saying they like the club suit, or is it ace asking? How do you ask for aces? Do you bid 5 clubs? Well, another modern treatment is that whenever the auction goes beyond 3 no trump, which certainly is a better place to play, right? And then it goes to 4 clubs, some people would play this as an ace asking bid and not Super Gerber here. So there's a lot of variations, isn't it? If you have problems with these, then you and your partnership maybe just shouldn't bid them, and you're just going to have to make the best guess. Maybe go to 6 no trump here. Depends on how many high-level agreements you have. But you can see on some of these Gerber vids, we can talk about doing the basic bids, but some of these more exotic auctions, sometimes partnership agreements should be in place. So how about the play of the hand? What are some of the things to consider? Well, how about finessing? Well, we want to know about the odds, and the better that we know about the odds, and when we try finesses, some of the card combinations are a little bit tricky, and then we have to consider things such as those dangerous opponents that we spoke about earlier. We need to think about some of those extra factors, don't we? Promotion. Yes, in promoting a suit, there we have odds to consider also. They're not always these self-sustaining suits, are they? And sometimes we have to consider combination of those and the dangerous opponent. Counting is an important asset also, isn't it? We saw that in number 46 for those of you with the advanced and premium membership. We had a hand where counting was a very important asset. And in 6 no trump contracts, 7 no trump contracts, yes, we have to watch the opponents, what cards they're playing and which cards they're discarding. Next, leads, plays, and discards. Here again, we have to consider when a person led, what did that mean? Opposite a no trump contract, they should not be leading away from their kings and their queens. So what does that tell you? Does that tell you that the other partner has some of those cards? Did they lead atop of sequence? How about the play? What cards are they playing? What cards are they discarding? What kind of signals are they making? Should we trust their signals? When they're discarding, why did they discard one suit or another? A lot of factors to think about. And then there's those safety plays. These are the ones where we have like an unprotected, unguarded king, and we have an opponent to the right of us. It's what we would call a dangerous opponent that we don't want to have get in. And lastly, how about table feel? Table feel is an important part of bridge. The better we get, the more we take a look at the inferences we have by a person who leads. What do they discard? What do they play? What kind of panache, flair, charisma do they show when they play each card? All things to consider when in a slam contract, particularly in a no-trump slam contract. Well, we hope you enjoyed the lesson today. This completes our Gerber bidding on the 4-club bid. So remember, it's your ace-acting tool. Good time to be cool in a balanced no-trump contract. So thanks for coming today. For those of you with a free Bridge Hands membership, please log on for our hand illustration and commentary. And those of you with the Ultra and Premium memberships, also please log on. We'll have more hands there for you as always. So thanks for coming. We'll see you on the flip side. Bye for now.